moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai,
life is unpredictable. Nobody is reliable. Nothing on earth is unchangeable. I've got a story to tell, a very long story, but I'ma cut it short, Ijo. I get you one nigga, when I capture my heart and my soul, we really love each other. I feel a fama, I love my feel a fama. He lost for me with love and affection. Never had to pay for attention. Everything about the project, they only him broke, so long, my baby, he don't say the only, see. That's all from money to net. We try to put on him bread. Everything was so sweet and set. Until one day, Jehovah blessed me with something. Now that's some people saying I'm Gary. They pause at checking on his set. I think funny and keeping distance. Me too started getting concerned. But what's up with your new attitude? And he said, oh baby, you are too fine to be stuck in this kind of life. Let me just go hustle, baby. You deserve a better living. Oh baby, let me so take care of you. I cannot have for you, nana. So I guess I'm not the right one for you, nana. So let me go, I know it hurt. Situation got us like this, but what is meant to be will be eventually. I let you go too when it hurts. Situation got us like this, but what is meant to be will be eventually. That's how I lost my baby, and that's how my baby lost me too. Also, also. That's how I lost my baby, and that's how my baby lost me too. Also, before you fall in love.
What that is supposed to be that emulsifier to boost the relationship became a curse.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, I love
People
this
come
music,
into your
man.
life for a reason or season, or maybe just for the.
Liberians, they are getting better by the
You
minute.
really think I wanna let you go? So many
Imagine this guy look at this beautiful girl and say, baby, you know what?
but some things will be changing.
You're too beautiful. Let me go and hustle.
I do find to be stuck in this kind of life.
Let me go and hustle, man. You can be stuck in this kind of life. Let me go and hustle so I can give you a better living. But guess what? Maybe go now. If you finish getting a moko now, forget it. The whole relationship is scatter. I love this music.
But what is meant to be will be eventually. I let you go to when it hurts. Situation got us like this. But what is meant to be.
Let me welcome Moose. How are you, my lovely? I love you so much.
My baby lost me too. That's how I lost my baby.
Imagine both of them just scatter. You want to go hustle in order to make life. The whole thing just turn around. Love it.
Oh, I know it hurts. Situation got us like this, but what is meant to be will be eventually. I let you go that's why my baby lost me to hustle, oh. You know
You go hustle now,
hustle.
forget it. Oh. Go
That's how
about
I
to
lost my
entertain
baby.
yourself.
And that's why my baby lost me to
You are here,
hustle,
don't care.
oh. You
Entertain
know
yourself, what
hustle before you
relationship.
fall in love. This is so sad, oh, but at the same time, like the best for us. Me, I believe everything happens for a reason. People come into your life for a reason or season, or maybe just for the lesson. But he said to me, do you really think I wanna let you go? So many sacrifices I made for you, but you gotta change certain things. Cause some things will be changing, it's not your fault. Oh baby, you are too fine to be stuck in this kind of life. Let me just go hustle, baby. You deserve a better living. Oh baby, let me supposed to take care of you. I cannot have for you, nana. So I guess I'm not the right one for you, nana. So let me go, I know it hard. Situation got us like this, but what is meant to be will be
What is meant to be will
eventually.
be.
I let you go too when it hurts. Situation got us like this,
Oh man.
but what is meant to be will be
What is meant to be will be,
eventually.
man.
That's how I lost my baby,
That's how I lost
and
my
that's why
baby.
my baby lost me too. Hustle,
So,
oh, you know hustle. That's how I lost my baby, and that's why my baby lost me too. Hustle, oh, you know hustle before
oh
you
yeah.
fall in love. Oh, I know it hard. Situation got us like this, but what is meant to be will be eventually. I let you go too when it hurts. Situation got us like this, but what is meant to be will be eventually. That's how I lost my baby, and that's why my baby lost me too. Hustle, oh, you know hustle. That's how I lost my baby, and that's how my baby lost me too. Hustle, oh, you know hustle before you fall in love.
Okay. All right. So, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. I am grateful that we have another opportunity that we can share with you. We are very sorry for coming on very late because of so many things, but we want to say you are welcome. I want to use this time to salute and welcome the Financial Secretary of CDC USA DMV chapter, the Honorable Otaka. You are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to welcome my own sister Nina Kuya. How are you this afternoon? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine, my lovely sister. Love you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everything you continue to do. I want to welcome Daniel L. Bileto Sr. Thank you so much, Daniel, for your presence here. We appreciate you. I want to welcome my own lovely sister, Helena Ba. How are you, Mama? I appreciate your presence. Thank you so much. Orita Russell, thank you so much for your presence here. We do appreciate you. Moose, how are you? Okay, I will definitely send you the I will send you that music. Let me see. I will send you the music. I will send you that music. All right, I will send you that music. I will send you the music. I will send you the music. I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for your presence here. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate all of you who are joining us from the YouTube. Those of you joining us from YouTube, I want to say you are highly welcome. Those of you joining us from the Prince Sharif page, I want to say thank you so much for your presence here. I want to welcome you. Thank you so very kindly. Those of you who are joining us from other platforms that are sharing, I want to say thank you for, joining us. I do appreciate you. And as usual, I want to say please do us a favor. And that favor we require of you is to please hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, so we can all have a very, very wonderful time. Please do us that favor. So just share to as many persons as you can share to, and then we will be good. We will be fine. So I myself, I'm also sharing. I am also sharing. So while I am sharing, let me just bring you this so that it can begin our discussion, right? Okay. Let me just do something here quick. Let me just do this. Okay, so just bear with me. I want to get something here. Just bear with me. Let's get this here. But again, please hit us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, so that we can all have a very wonderful time. Please do us that favor so we can have a wonderful, wonderful time. Very wonderful time. Hit us the share button. Thank you so much for your presence. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Thank you. So, as usual, we ask that you please hit for us the share button. Share with friends and share with family members. And let us all have a very wonderful time, right? Let's have a wonderful time, please. Okay. I think I get what I'm looking for. Yeah, what I'm looking for, I get it. And okay, so just hit for us the share button, please, while you are here with us. Just hit us the share button. We are trying to get ourselves situated very well so that we can do what we're supposed to do. Yeah, so please help us to hit the share button. Share with friends and share with family members. Let us all have a wonderful time, please. All right, so okay, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Just share with as many persons as you can share with, and we will be good. Share with as many persons as you can share with, please. Please do that for us. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. I want to say Merry Christmas and a happy, 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 happy New Year to all of you. To all of you who are celebrating. Yeah. All of you who are celebrating your birthday, I want to say also happy birthday to you. We appreciate you. Those of you who will be celebrating, we say happy pre. Those of you who have celebrated, we say happy belated. So, whatever the situation or circumstance is, we want to say, please do us that favor, hit for us the share button, and let's all have a very wonderful time. So, it's something that I'm trying to bring here. So, I'm trying to bring something here for us. I don't know. I'm finding this very difficult to bring. I can't really find it, but no problem. We'll go ahead. We will definitely go ahead and bring you what we are supposed to bring you. No problem. So again, I want to say welcome to all of you. Thank you so much. Hit for us the share button and let's have a wonderful time together. Let us all have a wonderful time together. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to begin with the first heartbreaking topic. It is the prayer of every family. It is the prayer of every family that their child should grow up in a good environment, that their child or their children should have that opportunity to grow as a normal child and not being abused by society, not being bullied or being mocked or being abused by the society, not being ostracized because of whatever condition they find themselves in. It is the prayer of every family that their child should be protected and grow up in a good environment. But I want to say to you today, there are children who are facing situations and circumstances not because they put themselves in harm ways, no, but because the system have decided that they will not protect, or the system say will not protect these kids. Today, I want to dedicate this show to two persons. The first person that I want to dedicate this show to is our sister, a very, very promising lady girl coming up, Shalom Musu. As you all may be aware, Shalom Musu died a mysterious death, was murdered right in the home of Madame Gloria Musu Scott, the former Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia. When Shalom Musu was killed, upon asking Madame Gloria Musu Scott, we all know the story. Gloria Musu Scott and others were arrested, taken to the court, and they were found guilty and placed behind bars. When Joseph Newman Boakai became president, he decided that he would free Madame Gloria Musu Scott because she is a member of his political institution. Today, we are yet to know who murdered Shalom Musu. Even though Councillor Gloria Musu Scott was in the house, pepper sprayed the person, but up to today, we are yet to know. Shalom Musu, wherever you are, we say justice will prevail. We also want to remember Gefty Lama, Abba Peters. We want to remember them. These were people who were targeted at the time by the opposition Unity Party. The information is now coming up. We tell people. These were people who were targeted by the Unity Party. We want to say to the family of our beloved sister, Gefty Lama, Abba Peters, and etc., our deepest condolences. Justice will prevail one of these days. I also want to remember the 14 years old girl that was raped by the Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, J. Brian McGill, That girl, as I speak to you today, her life is shattered. Her life is in a total disarray. I want to dedicate this show to her today. But fellow Liberians, I remember during the era of Charles Taylor, people used to take pay two times in a year, or maybe three or so. When Christmas is approaching, I don't care how things are, Charles Taylor will try his best, despite of the circumstances, situation, whatever you will say about him, to ensure that people are paid. I'm coming. Let me answer this call quick.
EMG music. I feel a fama, alone my feel a fama. He lost for me with love and affection. Never had to beg for attention. Everything about the budget, only him broke. Aje. So long I'm a baby, he lost steady on here. Aje. See. That's all for money to net. We jelly butter in bread. Everything was so sweet and set. Until one day, Jehovah blessed me with something. That some people say, man, Gary. They pause that checking on your set. I think funny and keeping distance. Me too started getting concerned. But what's up with your new attitude? And he said, oh, baby, you are too fine to be stuck in this kind of life. Let me just go hustle, baby. You deserve a better living. Oh, baby, let me supposed to take care of you. I cannot live for you, nana. So I guess I'm not the right one for you, nana. So let me go, I know it hurts. Situation got us like this. But what is meant to be will be eventually. I let you go too when it hurts. Situation got us like this. But what is meant to be will be eventually. That's how I lost my baby. And that's how my baby lost me too. Hustle, you know hustle. That's how I lost my baby. And that's how my baby lost me too. Hustle, you know hustle before you fall in love. You lost your baby. Oh, yes, you lost your love. Oh, yes, you lost your daddy. Oh, yes, you lost your boo. This is so sad, oh, but at the same time, like the best for us. Me, I believe everything happens for a reason. People come into your life for a reason or season, or maybe just for the lesson. But he said to me, do you really think I wanna let you go? So many sacrifices I made for you, but you gotta change certain things. Cause some things will be changing, it's not your fault. Oh, baby.
All right. So I'm sorry, I receive a call.
What's your name? Good morning. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I receive a call.
You want to talk small, Mr. Daniel
I
Bauer?
had to
Daniel, how is everything? How is life
mute.
with you?
All right. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. So, fellow Liberian, Mabu Rogers, you are welcome. Thank you so much joining us there from Claratown. David D. Dean, thank you so much for your presence here. Ambassador Durubushi, thank you so much for joining us. Robert, you are welcome. All of you who are joining us. Fellow Liberians, like I was saying, Charles Taylor will ensure that when it comes to Christmas, that people at least they are paid. He will try his best. Nobody will ever think that this government that boasts of experience, that they've come to rescue the Liberian people, that in this day, age, and time, on this particular day, this day of Christmas, that this government will decide to ignore families, that Joseph Numa Boakai will decide to ignore people who are working and supposed to receive their legitimate salaries so that their family too can be happy, that Joseph Numa Boakai will ignore them. As I speak to you, Joseph Numa Boakai is in Lofa, enjoying himself with his concubines or whoever he's having there, with his palm wine and other people. They are enjoying themselves. What civil servants who too are supposed to be with their family, some of them, they can't even go home because Boakai have decided, he has refused to pay them. I know there are some people who are here. I want to welcome Ambassador Saros Momo Sambulai. You are welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much. The SJ Emeritus of CDC USA, we welcome your presence. This is what we call the highest level of wickedness. The highest level of wickedness. For you to have a president on this day, imagine Christmas Eve, the eve of Christmas. For you to have Joseph Numa Boakai in Lofa enjoying himself, while families, families that are supposed to at least be excited that today, fellow Liberian, those families are abandoned, that those families are in a complete mood of sadness. But Boakai is in Lofa enjoying himself. In Lofa, the where you have most of the ministers, they are there. They are in Lofa. This is not only wickedness, but this is witchcraft attitude. This is a complete witch. This is witch. And let me show you this. I don't want you to believe it. Let me show this to you. Here it is. Where Joseph Numa Boakai is. It's a live program. This is Joseph Numa Boakai. This is Boakai. What civil servants are waiting for their pay? They've not even gotten their pay yet. Boakai is in Lofa enjoying himself, dancing, drinking palm wine, and having fun in Lofa. See what is happening here, fellow Liberians? See what is going on? He's in Lofa. The people that Boakai claimed that he came to rescue, that he came to liberate. Look at where the people are. Look at where they are. People are. Is in Foya. Is in Lofa enjoying himself. One civil servant, they cannot take their children out. One civil servant, some of them can't even go home because of the shame, the disgrace. Imagine you working for government and expecting that, yes,
Mr. Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives,
I will be able to
members of the Legislative Caucus of Lofa County,
look at them sitting there. Look,
other officials of government,
you see there?
prelates and members of the clergy, members of the KC choir, invited guests, citizens of Foya, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The President, His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., will now bring you felicitation and make brief remarks.
Look, this is the highest level of wickedness. Civil servants around the country and with our salary. But just say Numa Boakai is in Lofa, enjoying
Now
the
it's
days.
go.
Santa Claus and Mickey Mouse. You see what we're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I got play this game.
But if you black it off, you see
So
my
yeah.
thing. So that we are talking at the point. If you stay now, we'll see now.
You see the level of wickedness that is being committed by this particular evil man that you gave your vote for. There's a live program going on. A man who could not even feed himself. A man who could not feed himself. A man who literally have to live on other people. Today, guess what? You would think that this man is supposed to be sympathetic. You would think that this man is supposed to be very, very much. Somebody will say, with soft heart. That will understand the people's situation. Today, Joseph Numa Boakai is in Lofa, enjoying himself. But family members, some of them, their children are in tears. Some fathers, they will not go home. They are ashamed because they've not gotten their salary yet. But Joseph Numa Boakai is enjoying himself. We are grateful to have with us our brother Louis. Brother Louis, how are you, sir?
I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Yeah, you are loud and clear. I'm sorry, you are muted. You are muted again. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we are getting you now. You are loud and clear.
Okay, so this evening I'm joining you also from the PhD park at the back of the BGC barrack. So I'm
Okay.
seated also on the park right now. Let me say Merry Christmas to all Liberians in and out of Liberia. Though all in Liberia, it doesn't seem to be that Christmas though. Can you imagine, Prince? I just from the ear David Bell around not too long. Before on a normal time, during the wicked activity of wicked days, 6 to 7 o'clock in the evening, you cannot pass through the boulevard so easily without experiencing traffic. But I was shocked. I passed through without experiencing any traffic. Any traffic. So I asked myself, what's going on? Are people not celebrating the Christmas? Or they're waiting for late hour? Like you said, there are a lot of mission agencies, especially the agencies, a lot of them have not been taking pay yet. A lot of them. Let me break the news on this platform. Let me break this on the platform. The Ministry of Labor is about to lay out over 100 contractors. The Ministry of Health day before yesterday at the Ministry of Labor. Those contractors who want to do the right thing. Some of them have been in the ministry for years too, because they asked the ministry to employ them. You can't be working with the ministry of the contractor for 1 year or 2 years and you still don't you're not employed fully. So the ministry is about to dismiss over 100 contractors. The aim of it is to bring their own people from the United Party bloc. And so you go against them, to go for you. Yeah.
Wow.
So 100 person, the body lay out. The video here just day before yesterday. Maybe I adjust my phone. Maybe I adjust my phone. I'll rejoin the show just maybe I adjust my phone quickly.
Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. Yeah, so fellow Liberians, this is what our people are faced with. Thank God that we have someone joining us from Liberia. He is there, and we have so many interviews that were conducted. So many interviews that were conducted, some of which I will be playing them for you. Some of which I'll be playing. Some of which I'll be playing for you. So at the end of the day, when we are telling you things, we are not just telling you because we want to say it or because we want to make somebody look funny. It is the reality of what is happening on the ground. You would think that this government will be sensible enough and will be sympathetic enough to understand what the people are going through. You think that this government will be sympathetic enough because the man who is the president of the Republic of Liberia, he has gone through there. He has been there before. After serving 12 years in government, this was somebody who could not even afford, according to him, not me, not you, according to him. This is somebody who was literally living on loans. So you would think that this man understands family value and know the importance of these seasons in Liberia, whether we like it or not. But these days are not just common, they are very important to all of us. These days are important. But you have somebody who used to live on loan and know how it is. 40 plus years in government, know the importance of these days. We refuse to pay civil servants. While civil servants are there, you get Joseph Numa Boakai in Lofa dancing and drinking palm wine. Is this what our people voted for? Is this what our people voted for? Is this the rescue that you say you coming to rescue? Is this the rescue? These people use words as if we are fools. They use words as if we are fools. We don't know what is happening or what is going on. To come and tell us that you've come to rescue. But then your agenda is even far from rescuing the people. It's very far. And what is even more pitiful, disheartening, and so, I don't know, so pathetic, is when you have people who are supposed to be there and speaking truth to power. You will have them coming up to tell you, we not get paid. Yeah, my brother Lou, Uncle Lou, I think I have your WhatsApp number, right? Just send me a message on WhatsApp, Uncle Lou. Let me send the link to you. Just send me a message on WhatsApp. Just say hi on WhatsApp. You get my WhatsApp number. I show. Yeah, let me see. I'm coming. Let me see. So if you can just send me a message, if you have my WhatsApp number, let me just put my number up here so that you can, this is my number, Uncle Lou. Just send me a message on WhatsApp, then I will send you the link. Yeah, send me a message on WhatsApp so that I can send you the link. Yeah, just send me a message on WhatsApp. I will send you the link immediately. Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm doing too many things. Okay. All right. So yeah. So you get the link. I just sent the link to you. So this is what you would think that Joseph Newman Boakai will be, he will show some level of empathy to the people. He will understand their situation because he has been there. He know what it is. This man will tell you how he went through struggles. So you will think that at this time, at least, he will attach importance to ensuring that the family be able to enjoy this particular season. A man who is a deacon, so to speak, that's supposed to know the value of this month. Let's put every other thing aside. But this man claimed to be a deacon, not just ordinary person, a deacon in a church, and know how important it is when it comes to these festive season in our country, especially Christmas. It will surprise you to note that this man will show no sympathy to people who are working in the government. While people are yet to take pay, Joseph Newman Boakai is in Lofa dancing and enjoying himself. Is this the rescue that you promised Liberians? Is that the rescue? Is that what you told the people that you were coming to do? After you condemned the previous government and said all kinds of things, today you are now in power and you have abandoned the people totally. You care about yourself. You see, look, Joseph Newman Boakai is a narcissist. He cares about himself more. He don't care about the people. That's why you see when people like Boakai is using the word love Liberia, teen Liberia, build Liberia, these are all scams. These are scams. They are all intended to deceive you. And when you hear these words and you are not sensible enough or you are not careful enough, you will fall for it. These people don't have time. They care about themselves. They love themselves more than they love you. They do not see you like somebody would say. No, they don't see you. You know who they see? They see themselves. All of these ministers, these deputy ministers, they are good. Oh, their money was already with them before even how you call the 15th of this month, December. Where is Josiah Joker? That joker who said to the Liberian people that they will take pay 2 times in a month. Where is Josiah Joker? You listening to people, you feel so bad. You know, Clarence Jackson went on the street to conduct a kind of, somebody would say, view or sample or art, to interview people about happiness in Liberia. He was shocked. I know this is somebody who have some soft spot for the Unity Party. He was shocked. Almost everybody that spoke to him told him the reality. Because I know these people, when they send the OB crew, that is the OSA crew, and they just feel that some of the people there they can't do the thing good. So let's go there. The man is I think a station manager or so, some kind of thing at OKFM. He himself went out. The videos are here. What people were saying, he was shocked. It was almost like a shame to the extent that he could not even extend. I think it lasted for I think 40 or so, less than 40 minutes. It lasted for. I think 43 minutes. I get the video right here, 43 minutes. Because these are people that will present a picture that all is well in Liberia. But he went on the feed and he saw it. But fellow Liberian, we are grateful to have with us our brother, Uncle Lou. My brother, welcome. How are you, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Sherry. I'm doing wonderful. I want to say a compliment of the 2025, and we hope that God give us the opportunity to enter in 2026 and start something new for our country. And I want to say thank you for the arrival of our dynamic President Weah. He arrived today in the country. So I want to say thank you for all you do, Mr. Sherry. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. My brother, I just want to start with you on this particular issue. Christmas, or this month that is very dear to us, despite of the religion, belief or whatever it is. Civil servants are being abandoned. While Boakai is all the way there in Lofa, beating drum, dancing, drinking palm wine. What is your take on this, my brother? Let's hear from you. Where are we? Was this the initial plan of the rescue? Is this what these guys, promised the Liberian people? Let's hear from you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Sherry, and thank you for the opportunity. And I want to say thank to the Liberian people for all turning in to listen to you, to follow, and I want to say thank to all those that share in the show also. Mr. Sherry, it's not surprising for our country and our people. It's pathetic and it's a sad time for our country. But it should not be something new to our people because Mr. Sherry, when you got a elderly statesman that came to power through the means of hypocrisy, through the means of deception, you should not expect anything that's going to be above that. Because you see, the festival in our country is one of the more historical thing that our people gravitate to more often in every year. The holiday season is one of the time in our country where family come together. A lot of family will leave from America, go to Liberia to spend those holidays with their relatives and other important people. But today, under the leadership of Joseph Boakai, it is absurd that our people would think that Joseph Boakai could come to do anything different. Mr. Sari, the book always says that you live by what you do. There's the old man that been in our politics for so long, but more often we don't really see what he actually gave back to the country. Joseph Boakai was former vice president for 12 years. We didn't actually see the record that we can stand on to say that they give back to the people. His wife was controlling the group of some second, some sharing money in our country, where we expect for them to leave hand mark, where today we can show as reference in our country. None of those things happen. So we should not think to ourselves that people that leave from power after 12 years that say to us that they were living on the loan and think that they will come and make anything better for our people. The lies and the deception that Joseph Mubarak came into power, that what the government living by. They say that they were coming to increase the civil servant pay. They say the harmonization was a crime that the former president brought to the country. But today, the harmonization still going on. Despite the hardship in our country, the government continued to pull Liberian down. They continue to take the Liberian poor job, giving it to foreigners because they think that something will be given to them in return. And it's saddening that holiday where people are supposed to come and celebrate with their family and have a joyful moment to remember. And today the president leave all of that and go to Lofa. Why the people around the countries, they are crying for hardship, difficulty, challenge, confronting them. And the president left all of that. But it should not be surprising, Mr. Sherry. If this same president could look at all of those difficulties in the country and go to Bombay County to celebrate a birthday party, if this same president can see the difficulties and the challenges in Liberia, going around celebrating wedding anniversary, it's a clear indication that the government is a reckless government because it almost like a father, Mr. Sherry, and I will close on this. A father that loves your children and family, you will not have the $1 or $2 that you're supposed to feed your family with. You will take that $1, $2, go sit down in the nightclub to drink beer because you want to enjoy yourself. You first contemplate about your family because your family is the more focus point to you. So it should not be surprising to the Liberian people to see Jason Mabaka leaving the Liberian people that are struggling to go sit down in Lofa County to enjoy himself because the government is about Jason Mabaka. The transformation is about Jason Mabaka. The rescue they talk about is about Jason Mabaka. Now the old man in Bon County, now the papa in São Paulo, Maryland, now the ente in São Paulo, Grand Cayman County, now the children in São Paulo, Bombay counties. It's about Jason Mabaka. The entire rescue thing was a scam. It was just about those that were fighting to come to rescue themselves, not the Liberian people. And it is sad, and that's why we keep telling the Liberian people to open their eyes, to think, not to think on maybe tribal line or religious line, but to think about Liberia and the future of their children, because Joseph Boakai lied to them. He told them that their children was the future, but today it's nothing close to what future is. But thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Sherry.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's hear from our brother Tia. Louis, Tia, you are in Liberia. Today is the eve of December. All of us have been down there. Let's hear from you. What is the fever? What is going on? I'm sorry, you are muted. Yeah.
Okay. Can you get me now?
Yeah, we are
Can you
getting
hear
you.
me now?
Yeah, we are
So like I
hearing you.
was saying, there are a lot of land mass agencies in this country that are yet to take pay. Today is the 24th of December. And some folks who spoke to, you can understand that they are crying, there's no money. But then these folks are in Lofa County enjoying themselves. You know, the speaker is in Lofa right now, the deputy speaker is also in Lofa, and the president. So the entire country now, Lofa is enjoying. Before I came back on the show just now, I'll go up because two gentlemen walked to me and are asking me, the path is dark. What's happening? I look at what the few lights are working. I came on one of them so that people watching the show can see me. But I leave on a position to tell you that the entire place is dark. The entire place is dark. No maintenance. So they asked me, they said, but why the people remove the men from power? Because they can't maintain even the park. I'm at the PHP park right now. I will have to shut my camera so you see around so how dark it is. Like I said earlier, 100% for the Ministry of Labor about to be laid out. And if you are not an embodiment in the Ministry of Labor, get ready to go. Especially if you're a contractor. These are the people who go in the fintech companies to employ contractors who have spent over 3 months, over 6 months to employ contractors. But they accept as administrator for the past 2 years, they get those people who go on contract for 2 years, yet to employ them. And because the people ask for employment, they are about to dismiss over 100%. Now, if you talk about dismissing over 100%, to add to what the Swedish above the Swedish, you know that the Swedish embassy they're about to shut down Liberia next year. So, now how much percent will be on a job? They are not 100 to 10. Where are we here in the country? Where are we here in the country? Where? Today, Liberians cannot celebrate Christmas. They feel that they are celebrating that these few people who are connected with the government. In fact, there's a saying in Liberia that you call Christmas dirty Christmas. Dirty Christmas. That's in Liberia, we call Christmas this year dirty Christmas because there's nothing to celebrate. So it's dirty. You go to the market is packed, but people are not buying. The sellers are more. And Papa Kanwi today, instead of marking my inbox, launching also complain to me. How up to now, the man refuse to give children or daughter Christmas on ground. You didn't take pay. I said, yeah, man, take pay yet. The man care himself. And she work with the UL. She was saying, I don't take pay yet. She telling me, Luis, I will go credit $100. I could share the text. I could share our text with you so you see it. She said, I will credit $100 somewhere so that when I take pay, we'll pay back. She came in by my sister and said, well, right now, you know, myself not working. So, right now, give me help you. I felt her pin today. After the show, I was screenshot calling and saying to you, so you see, I share her pin today. So, if people are crying now, next year, 2026, where they are increased 2% on the budget on taxes, 10% increase next year because the budget, they are passing and increasing 2% on taxes. 10% go up high. How will the people survive? How will they survive? How will they survive? We need people to do the right thing. But that's a decision Liberian made. Liberian went to the pool in 2023 and make a decision. So because they make the decisions, we always suffer from the decision we made. We told them this thing was going to happen, but they did not listen to us. They did not listen. You saw Tom for Lofa County buying to the far cow, because there's a plot to remove him as speaker, a deputy speaker. So you want the person to see that he's working. You want to see the person to know that they're from the same county. So the Ogun Lofa. So the city is empty. City empty. 6 o'clock, I pass through here the way to come to town. We are experiencing traffic. On a normal day, you are experiencing traffic around 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Especially when you are going from town, coming from town, going the PV bell, you are experiencing traffic. You were experiencing traffic. So I was shocked. What's happening?
And you know, my brother
Nobody is
Louis,
fine.
the House of Representatives, right? Just recently, they passed 2 oil deal. That is the Total Energy and that of the Oriental Petroleum. Before they could break, these people finish passing that deal along with the how you call the Ivanhoe, the HPX deal. Within the twinkling of an eye, they were not even 5G because 5G say even low. Before we could wake up in the morning, these people passed all of this oil deal without adequate consultation, without adequate, let's say, explanation to their people or getting their people view. Quick, they finish passing it because Christmas was coming, they get their
Because
personal envelope
Prince,
and
Prince
etc.
is really very simple. These guys want someone to put in their pocket. Now, my thought, we are expecting to take a break, get back to the various counties as well as those places that really will be affected, that they all will be affected. Go back to your county, explain to your people this is about to happen. What can we do? But because they want the money to pocket for themselves, they got the brown envelopes as usual, and less than 2 hours, the budget, the bill pass was done. Mind you, I remember a few years back, Senator Snow said he regret approving the APN terminal deal. That they got one more vehicle today that is struggling because from the port. He said he regret that he'll be part of that deal. Today, they will come back to all 2022, 2029. Someone said all they regret because what they want is money. What they want is money. For the first time ever, I see they don't own radio station today, and everybody call again 1,500 liberty. That's a mockery of Liberian people. And if you call the show again 1,500 liberty, that's mockery. That's complete mockery to most of the county. So because 1,500 liberty, it's not even reach $10 US. It's not even reach $10 US. So the people get call on the radio, you get there. The first thing, the person get money, scratch card to buy scratch card. Yes, 200 US, 200 liberty is around $1.50 or $1.25 US for $1 scratch card. The person have the money to buy instead of calling the radio, you get 1,500 liberty. That's more all most of the county.
Wow.
So the few people that want to call today is getting the 1,500 per person. That ain't $10 US. As a senator of Mosowe County, chair. So these are funny guys all around this country. Serious fun. When you say these things, they feel that you're against the government. You want the government to succeed?
Uncle Lou, this thing. Let's go to our brother Lucini. This is very serious. We saw that before going for the break, right? These lawmakers, like Louis rightly said, that were supposed to sit down, discuss this thing adequately, go back to their constituents, inform them, because these are the people that will be affected from all of these deals. The Oriental deal, the HPX deal, now, Ivan Hawk deal, the how you call Total Energy deal. These are not just common deal because it will affect the lives of the people for years. They are not signing down 1 year or 2 months or 3 months. These are deals that they are signing for years, some 15, some 20, 25 years. Now, what you think was the hurry, especially this particular season, that these guys were they pass the deal, not even reaching to their constituents? Do you think that this is something good when we say that we want job? So why can't we be happy that if people pass it? Why must we complain? Let's hear from you, my brother. What is the odd of this thing? What is the takeaway from this?
Mr. Sherry, the thing here is glaring that, like we keep saying, that these guys came to rescue themselves, not the Liberian people,
Hmm.
because by right, deal that supposed to benefit the people, there should be ratification being made. There should be some explanation being made to the people by their government, because the government belong to the people. But if you see these people that are in hurry to pass those deals to make sure that whatever come on their decks should go through, it's because these are people that not even worrying about the Liberian people, but rather they're worrying for 2029. And in so doing, they had to galvanize themselves and try to raise, take money from the Liberian poor pocket and put themselves in a position where 2029 coming, they will use that influence to get the leverage that they want. You see, but we keep saying to Liberian people, Mr. Sherry, that if only Liberian people would think to themselves that the government currently, just as the Boakai government, will change anything, it will be in their dream. Because there is a government that, well, in the past 12 years, Mr. Sherry, under the supervision of the United Nations, wherein opportunity were given to Liberia. But because of the same management, the same poor management, they misuse that opportunity that led Liberian to be backward today as we go along. So it should not be surprising to the Liberian people to see what happened in our country, to see the abuse of power, to see corruption, to see all those things that they criticized yesterday to be in full swing. It was because they were not there yesterday, so they criticized all of those good things that were happening in our country. Because imagine when road were being built by the previous government, they said that not road the Liberian people will eat. When school fees were being taken care of by the government, they say, oh no, they're not school fees, the Liberian people will eat because the Liberian people been paying their children's school fees. They criticize all of those things, and today they have eye onto it. Look at the budget today. Justin Mabaka office has increased his office money. There's a speaker, they have increased the regime speaker office money. And all these things without not thinking about the Liberian people, Mr. Sherry. And these are things that we should really worry about. Because you see, in every society, Mr. Sherry, when you keep suppressing group of people, there will be certain point of time you keep pushing them, you keep suppressing them, and they will get tired, they will get fed up, and they will react. And sometimes that reaction will go across the board that affect everyone else. We're not praying for that, but we keep calling the conscience of this government to act responsible, to think about the people, because the people matters. You cannot say you are a leader. That thing will be happening in the country, and you're not showing no concern. You're not paying attention. You're not even care about what's happening. And it's something that worrisome, and it's something that every Liberian that after the law of this country should stand against and ready opposed to it, because it's not about you as a government, it's about the people. If the people cannot be satisfied, only those that are in higher position, or those that are in hierarchies, or those hierarchy in government, it's sad. And it's something that we all should condemn and keep fighting for the Liberian people to have their time of their life where they can celebrate holiday with their children, celebrate holiday with their loved one in a grand style, not in a style where they will be in tears, where today you will go to Liberia, you see the child sick, they can't even go to the hospital because the parent cannot afford the hospital bill. You will go to Liberia and you see the mother want to buy Christmas clothes for her children, but she cannot afford because she's selling the market and they're not even buying the market because there's no money. The Sinti prices come down, Mr. Sherry. Well, how can team prices down, but then there's no one buying those things? People buying things exorbitantly, but then no one else to buy them from them. And these people, they are petty sellers. The only way they can eat, the only way their children can go to school, are just based around those petty markets that they're doing day in, day out, Mr. Sherry. So if people are not coming to buy those markets from them, how would they sustain themselves? How would they be able to even return their children back to school? They are on break. They will soon be going back. There will be other school fees because some of these parents now are in like Mr. Sherry, as we go along, they are owning those schools. They have to go to the school campus and talk to the principal that we don't have all the school fees. You have to give her time. Some parents, that while they're living back today, that children going to school. So if we can look at all of those things, and as a government, you cannot have empathy for your own citizen, it is absurd. And it is saddening for our people in this DNA, in this generation, Mr. Sharif, where resources is being confiscated, where diamonds, gold, iron ore, and all these things leaving from our country, and then our people cannot benefit from it. It's something that we all should really condemn and really fight against, and keep telling the government to putting the government feet to fire to do the right thing for the Liberian people, because it's so sad and so heartbreaking, Mr. Sherry. Like I just reading just now from Front Page Africa, they refer to the Christmas as the bitter and bitter and sweet Christmas ever in our country. From Front Page Africa, I was just reading that.
Sure.
So it's a sad time for our people, man. It's a sad time, Mr. Sherry.
Wow. You know, I like the way you put it, and I like the way you end it. A sad time for Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
Not only a sad time because the people are not able to get their pay, but a sad time because most parents have been downsized without any means of getting anything. And at the end of the day, their issues have not even been redressed, have been addressed. Because if you sack somebody, right, you should give them the severance pay or benefit or whatever it is, because you sacked them. But as I speak to you today, my brother, those that they take off the job, they are yet to give them a single $5. In fact, the one that are even working, they get paid. That the one where they sack, that the one they will pay.
Right.
The Ministry of Finance even confirmed it and said there were some issue with the payroll and what have you. This is gross wickedness. This is wickedness.
It is. It is.
This is wickedness. Because look, this is to tell you that the nation is in a complete chaos. These people were boasting, saying, "Oh yeah, the rate countdown." Okay, we agree the rate countdown now. But why the people can't take pay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you think that by saying the rate come down, it means that yes, people will be excited. Okay, the rate is down, but what happened? Oh, okay, just like Boakai, you receive call from President Trump, but then what happened to the Liberian people Christmas? What happened to it? The last time we can remember, you people were celebrating. Oh yeah, we receive call, receive call. How is those calls translating to the lives of the people? And that is the second question I want to ask my brother Louis.
Yeah.
The United Party caused a lot of noise around. President Joseph Boakai received call from President Trump. You know, easily may receive call. Should Liberians be excited that their president received call? Is it unprecedented? Is it strange in our body politics? Is it something that, one would say it has never happened before?
Right.
How should we take the, or is this mediocrity at the highest level for executive mansion to be telling us as if it's something strange? And I want to ask you, my brother Louis, there on this. What is the mind of the people relative to this particular issue of the call that, according to Joseph Numa Boakai, according to him, that he received? Should we be concerned about calls, or we should be concerned about what is in the call that up to now they have not even told us about what is in the call? Yeah, if you are there, Louis, just unmute yourself. Okay, I think while he's trying to get himself, I think while he's trying to get himself situated,
but to just add on
let's
to
hear
that,
from you, my brother Lou.
Yeah, Mr. Cherry, you see, that is the deception that we keep seeing from the government. Because you see, Liberia and America relationship, it didn't start today. It will not end today. So for Liberian to even just continue to behave the way in which they behave when call come from Washington and act like it's something new. No, that's nothing new. It's something that is part of our culture. So it should be nothing that's surprising or nothing we should celebrate. We should be celebrating when we see smiles on the faces of our people. We should celebrate. We should have such celebration when we see the faces of our children. We're seeing that brightness and that excitement. When holiday coming, we're seeing and celebrating, waking up, thinking about the next day to come and see themselves in their beautiful clothes that were being bought by their family or their parents. These are the type of celebration we want to see. Now wearing parents thinking about how they will be able to put food on the table on the Christmas days. Now where we'll be thinking about how our people will go to the hospital tomorrow's Christmas Day, but some of our people will be lying down to the hospital, Mrs. Sherry, without no medication to treat them. Some of our people will be giving birth. Some of our sisters will be giving birth to their first children in Liberia. They will not have no electricity. They will not have no doctors to even come and check them. These are things that we should be talking about. These are things that we should contemplate about to see how we can be able to mitigate and try to solve some of those critical issues. Not thinking about what call from Washington. Washington, we've been calling Washington. Washington been calling us. But yet instead, Liberia still one of the more poorest countries in Africa. Liberia is one of the more backward countries in Africa. So Washington call should not be something that we should celebrate. We should celebrate our own resilience on how we transform the life of our people. We should celebrate on how we can see our young people waking up in the morning to go get a job to do. We should celebrate on how young people education will be revamped in a position where they can come and participate and see our country moving. Firstly, these are things that we should be talking about and celebrating. Now call from Washington, now government coming to, now president coming to celebrate birthday, now president coming to talk about party headquarters. These are not things that the people voted for. They voted for the bread and butter issue.
Oh, my brother Luceni, if I would just try to play the another advocate role here. One would say yesterday when President Weah was here with President Trump, took picture with President Trump. He was with President, Joe Biden, and they were having a fun time. You celebrated that. You were somebody who celebrated. Why today you are saying that the call is not important and you citing all of these instances? Is this hypocrisy on your part, or is it that you just, you just want to discredit this government because you do not support the government? How do you respond to people who say such things?
We will respond to them to look at the result at the end of the day. Because you see, when President Weah was coming to Washington, when they were the same people criticizing that he can't even come to Washington because his government is not recognized by America. These were critics that they were saying. These are people that were going around saying that, oh no, the Weah government can't even go to Washington since he came to power. And then when Weah came to Washington, the same people say, oh no, there's nothing different gonna show. So seeing them coming, if they would come today and tell us that, oh no, we're talking about Washington call, we not. It's not that we want to criticize them. It's not that we want to bring down the government, but rather to make them to understand that if yesterday they were saying that government couldn't come to Washington, and he came to Washington and he sees some of the result of what his government brought to Liberia compared to the current government that have traveled to 23 different countries without no dividends that the Liberian people can see, but rather just spend the Liberian people tax money. And these are the different. We are used to travel, he come with result. Boakai traveled to 23 different countries in less than 2 years without no dividends. So how can we compare that to when the Liberian people cannot see any proceed that the president returning back within their country? When roads are bad, when hospitals are dilapidated, schoolhouses is closing because university students cannot even have access to day-to-day activities on their own campus. So all these things, these are things that we have to look at and tell them that, no, we're not coming here to tell you that, oh no, or we're coming to criticize you or bring your government down. No, but we're telling you what you promised to the people because you came to power with promises. And if you can't live by those promises, then we have to call you back to book to stand by what you say.
Thank you so much. My brother Louis there, Joseph Nyuma Boakai and his government are excited. They received call from President Trump of the United States of America. Put it on the Executive Mansion website. Let's hear from you. How are Liberians accepting this news? How is it, transforming the life of people? Now it's Christmas Eve. Let's hear from you, sir.
So, what happened to the first call? What happened to the first call the governor building here? Prince, you remember the first call?
Yep. That is not from how you call himself, Elon Musk.
So, what happened to the first call? So, at the end of the day, the first call did not benefit Liberia. Now, that you said when President Weah went to the US, took a picture of Donald Trump, he was celebrating. Yes, because these people said President Weah could not go to America. In fact, he was going to be to the US, to the UN General Assembly. You can't leave to even go to your own house. You'll be restricted. They say you're going to be restricted. But because you're not restricted, he went far to your house and you go there frequently. So like citizens rejoice because they lie on the leader. So they rejoice because they lie. So with the call of President Trump, put food on the table of the ordinary people, So they call a President Trump, pour food on the table on the people. Prince, in January, I will start this week, but when the season to pass, I'm trying to get my gadgets ready. Must set together. In January, you'll see Liberians talking for themselves. God will start January. Almost every day will be in the street till the 2 years can end. We'll go from county to counties, community to communities, marketplace to marketplaces, school to school, then Liberian talk for themselves. People are paying school fee in January. January. And the issue of school fees is high in this country. So that doesn't worry the president. Food is expensive in Liberia right now. Food is expensive in Liberia right now. So everything in this country is getting more difficult day by day. The poor voted the president because they wanted him to settle the very important issues. Now, let us do a little math here. He did not settle the very important issue. He did not increase the salary of the civil servant who said, "You want my salary, you want your vote." But he said to them last week that cutting that salary was not an issue in that province. When he got to know it was not an issue. Because of that cutting of salary, Joseph Boakai endorsed the June 7 protest. Because people's salary were cut down. He endorsed the June 7 protest. But we're going 2 years now, he's unable to increase his salary back to where he was, but he tells Liberian people it's not bad to do this. Now, the 1.2 million budget, if you look at the budget critically, you can understand that everything go back to them. Let's take for example, the 5 key offices in government, the president office, that's the executive, the vice president office, that the speaker office, the deputy speaker office, and the senate pro tem. They get 31.2 million in the budget just for the 5 offices. 31.2 million just for the offices.
Wow.
If you put the scratch card, the gas money for this House of Representatives, House of Senate, you put all together, including the vehicles, because they are 10 years, they buy a car, you put all together for next year, it is around 35.5 million. So if you add the 35 to the 31, you get 67 million. So take 7 million from 1.2 billion. How much is there?
Wow.
How much you have with? Before you talk about salary for them, my lawmaker put a salary, they know their car and the gas money. Their scratch cards are around 500,000 for 1 year. So the guys didn't care. President Boakai did not come to settle the very important issue. His first year, he reduced the office budget in 2024. In 2025, he increased it. In 2026, he increased more.
But in fact, what is even happening with this issue of the budget, by reducing your budget and increasing those areas that you think you will go to take money from, for example, water and sewage, where they will tell Mo Alize Mamelo, we come in there, we can't take money from there, because we all know how these people sponsor the removal of the illegal removal of Speaker Coon. You try to do it. So if you are reducing your budget, but then when it comes to your traveling allowances and all the other things, you are increasing it, then it means you are doing nothing. Hey, just like taking the money from your front pocket and putting it in your back pocket.
Simple. So, but Liberians need to understand these things. We said to them in 2023 that this man cannot make a good president. In fact, man said he was not dismissed from government, but we get newspapers, we get that proof that he was dismissed from government. He denied. The first thing and the lie he did to Liberian people, he said the project in the foyer is for MRU. The MRU people say project for all. His minister said it's for MRU. So who will believe? The president come back to the Liberian people and apologize to them. He need to apologize to the Liberian people because the Christmas season is a dirty one.
Wow.
Liberians are crying on a daily basis. Can you imagine? In January, people out of school for school fees. People out of school for school fees. People out of school for school fees. Now, the boasting of road lighting. To put few old writing pole on the road and put few let say they don't let the street. So these guys ain't copying and pasting. thinking that they can break down the legacy of President George Weah. That's only focus to break down the legacy of President George Weah. And how can you do it when these things are visible, when these things are tangible, when the people can see these things, they know it for themselves? How can you do these things?
Thank you.
How?
Uncle Lou, when you look at this thing that I'm displaying,
Mhm.
in 2021,
Yeah.
President Weah commissioned the Presidential Street Lights Project. We saw it in other counties. I have all of the videos here in other counties. They are down here. In counties that Corin has never been to, in the villages, in Hort, the past Corin there. This is 2021 when he was president,
Mhm.
where he commissioned this particular project. The RRA road, nobody will be road, especially that particular road, without getting in the plain electricity. I was there. I get videos when I went there. I was on Facebook and I showed it when they were running the wires on
Yeah.
that particular RRA road. I did the video. I have the video right here. Today, Joseph Newman Boakai is telling us, or his people are saying, that Joseph Newman Boakai project to put lead on the side, few areas. The same area that President Weah put the light pole, that the same play here. Because President Weah started the project. I was there, we saw it. We
Mhm.
displayed these things. The same place, the project, the lepo that he playing. President, we are playing 10 lepo in certain area, 10, just like that, the section of the road. At the same place, the same thing that is there. But these people, say Joseph Newman Boyka 10 lay on, they say, oh, the whole RRA highway, they get lay all there. And thank God for people like Honorable Gray and others
Yeah.
who went there to see
Yeah.
and to display to the Liberian people.
Yeah.
But what do you make of this particular behavior of this government? This government have never initiated any project, one would say, of their own. But like Louis rightly said, copy and paste. We take
Mhm.
here, we put here. President, we have project, we put it here. We say for Joseph Newman Boyka, we put something on it. He said the maintaining online. And that place even had how you call a substation,
Yeah.
a supply substation, and I have it here. I will
Yeah.
display it. But what do you make of these things on the part of this particular government?
It's the hypocrisy of the government, and like I keep saying, Mr. Sharif, that Liberian people should not be surprised. The government came to power through the means of deception, and they're going to continue to run government like that. So, for the Liberian people that actually know the truth, they know the truth. When all these things that were highlighted yesterday that government was doing, but they criticize everything. When we were planning light in Liberia, they said that Chinese light. I can still remember. When those light poles were being built, they said that was Chinese light. They criticized them. Like you rightly said, last night, for example, Mr. Gray was on the RIA road. Almost 90% of the road is still dark. But because the post are gonna lay light to the round cycle that was built by George Weah that yesterday they were criticizing. Today they want to act like the entire city is electrified. And that is the deception of the Unity Party. And when we keep telling them they keep acting like we hit them. No, we don't hit them. But we're holding them by what they say. You can lie to go to power, but you can't keep lying to lead the people. That the people can say. They think you can fool a woman to pregnant her the first time, but you can't fool her again the second time to pregnant her. It's not possible. And that is the situation of the Unity Party government. These people came to power with a lot of promises. But to unveil that is difficult because they didn't have no plan for the country. Everything that they criticize, that's just what they're following. For me, I'm thankful. Thankfully, at least some of the projects that President Weah were almost to finish, at least they're fighting to finish them. Despite there are so many projects in Liberia that President Weah initiated that started almost to completion. Some of those projects is being abandoned by this administration because they have no plan. Like Louis saying, the park that they criticized that 24/7 it was having electricity, but today the park is dark. Where children supposed to go there and have quiet time? What big people supposed to go and have some of the more amazing time? This government have abandoned those things because it was not being done by them. So they want to see it even destroyed if they had their own well. So it should not be surprising to us, Mr. Sharif, that Unity Party will keep playing their charade because they came to power through the means of the same charade, and that would be the same charade they will be carrying on. But thankfully for people like you that always coming to highlight those lies and those deception that they keep putting out to help our Liberian people to understand. Because when you go today on the street of Liberia, you ask the people, they're going to tell you some part of Liberia they pour electricity, some part no electricity. You know myself when I was in Liberia for the past 3 months when I was there. When I went to Liberia, I had to buy my own generator for my house. There was no current to my area. I had to buy a generator. And all the time I was there, I had to use a generator because I couldn't sleep in the heat. So all this thing, Unity Party don't care about it. At the end of the day, they will come and say that, oh no, we built this, we got this. But if Joseph Boakai can go and dedicate hand pump, what else Joseph Boakai will not do? What else? And they want to tell us that Joseph Boakai will be building $10 million project in Lofa County. He will not go break ground. Joseph Boakai that want to show to Liberian people that he's working. He will not go break ground. But to tell you that this government is all about lies and hypocrisy, that's all the Liberian people will get. And that's why we have to keep beating on them until they can leave. Because they didn't come to lead our people. And that's why we're asking them to leave.
Thank you so much, my brother. As I look for the video to display it, my brother Louis, is this government intentional in their act of copy and pasting and not even recognizing the previous government, or is it that somebody will say the man go, he go, we'll do our own, whatever we want to do? What is wrong with all of these projects that was initiated by President? We have some of these projects reach 95%, but today we see Boakai claiming it and not even recognizing the effort of the previous government. We just saw Noka, the building. Let's hear from you. What do you make of this?
When people lie and make their way to power, and then when they take power, to say the fact is difficult. So because it's difficult, they will continue with the lies. Now, it is a plain that if we recognize this man's effort, people will say all we said about this man in 2023 were all lies. So we should not recognize his efforts so that people will believe what we've been saying for 2023. Now, when President we were above to dedicate the Champion Freeway, one side of it, they want to leave on Real Light to come to Freeport. Because that project started with Manasseh Leaf, President we invited Manasseh Leaf when you're opening that one side of the road and allowed to cut the ribbon because it started under her regime. So he gave her flower. When you are dedicating the ministerial complex, he named it after Manasseh Leaf because it was during her administration that thing was built. When President Boakai came to power, his first dedication was the modern courthouse in Riverses that was built and finished by President Weah. But only waiting for it to be open, for it to be dedicated. When Riverses, and did not even thank President Weah for building that thing. We, of course, the government did not even put far that Isai. Far away that. He went to the NSA, he did the same thing there. He went to Noka, he did the same thing. Noka, the project ran 90% when he took office. He did not recognize the effort of President Weah. When people fail to recognize your effort, it shows to you that they are wicked and they are self-centered. The old man is like a remote control. They both tell you what to do. Just they see old man, will be my Liberian. And I can challenge any of them. When President Weah took office, he went to the old man 2 different times. If I even ask the old man, submit names to me so that I can implore people. He submitted only a children's name. some in a position, so even Baka Junior will given a higher position at NASCOM. Other one work to LPRC. You saw in 2023, Baka Junior resigned. He said, well, you want to focus on the father campaign. He worked with George Weah government. He didn't stop there. In 2023, and so in 2018, the first plate contract, the car lesson plate contract, it was President Baka who brought the technicians. And when the person we are say, I beg you, gave a contract to my people. And President we spoke to the Minister of Transport, the Minister then at the time, to give President Baka the contract to give it to his people. Today, go to the RRA, the VIP lodge. They are put in the VIP lodge, build Liberia, love Liberia, think Liberia, in the lodge, on the floor. So President built it and left it as it is, with Liberian people flair on it. He was not stupid. Because for Liberian people, it don't belong to the CDC. President Kupoiza, the government democratic change, part of the people. He could do it. But because you know that place doesn't belong to the CDC, it belongs to the Liberian people, he left it as it is. But today, they are pinned inside the VIP lodge, think Liberia, love Liberia, build Liberia, in the VIP lodge. That they didn't spend far away that on. So it's not strange. The same solar panel person we are putting the city before he left power, the poles are putting the city before he left power, they came the pole, the poles on. They claim that they're doing something in the city. Without giving him the credit. That is a witchcraft attitude. You're not forced to kill somebody or fly and never become a witch. If you are wicked, you are a witch. You're forced to kill somebody or fly in the night. But these people, days are numbers. These people, days are numbers. In 2029, the Liberian people will speak for themselves. The Liberian people are regretting the decision they took in 2023 for making Baka president. That's what Rene said. They won by a little margin and they claim that they won wild margin. That's how they behaving. They're not running as government. So they all attacking Rene C. But Rene C spoke the truth to their faces. This is Liberia. This is Liberia. That's what we are.
I want to play this so Liberians can see. Honor the regime of President George Weah. When the power station was being built on the ELWA road to supply that entire road up to Grand Bassa. So I want to play this video for Liberians to see. So when I see today the people passing right, oh yeah, the Boakai led there, this was not even by just ordinary citizen. Unless I want to play a few bars of this for our people to watch it. Let me play this here.
So you see here, so you see right there, so you see right there, they are doing all necessary work so that another substation can be erected here, and this station will serve as far as Grand Bassa. So you see right here. So you see right here. This is the electric city corporation, the LEC. We are bringing you the happening how this project is ongoing.
This was
Remember,
during President
few
Weah
months back,
administration, where this sub
few
power
years back,
plant was built here on the ERW road. Let me carry in front for you to see what we're talking about. Here is it. Here's the power plant.
very soon from now, this place will be used. This place will be used, and Magibi County will no longer go out of electricity.
See
I
that?
can assure you for free. Magibi County will no longer go out of electricity because the teams are here, they are at work. Everything have been erected very well. Engineers from different countries around the world, they came to Liberia and this place were built. And as you can see, very soon it will be used for its internal purpose, and Magibi County will no longer go out of electricity. I can assure you.
Let me stop this here and remove this. This is the reason why sometimes we want to show these things to our people for them to see. That under the Weah administration, when that place was built, to supply from their straight Grand Bassa, entire Magibi straight Grand Bassa. It was built, commissioned, and everything. But today, Joseph Newman Boakai is brave enough to turn on land and don't even recognize the effort of President Weah. This is the level at which this old man is wicked. This is the level at which this old man is very ungrateful. That he don't even recognize people' effort towards him. Don't even forget about the country. But if you can't even recognize people' effort towards you, what they did for you in that
Right,
country, you will think about.
right.
My brother, I want us to close on this issue. Hopefully, we pray that we have the chance tomorrow to be here. We want to end on this issue that has to do with the appearance of Cecilia Balcom on Spoon relative to the behavior of Richard Cohn. Let's get your take on this particular issue. Is this worth discussing? Should we talk about it? You know, somebody will say that the people personal issue, the man
Right,
moving
right.
your hair, how we impact or how we able for one people tell and let does it worth talking about? And if that, what is your own takeaway from it? Let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sherry. Yeah, like you said from the onset that what is what us talking about it. Yeah, in some instances, yes, it's what for us to talk about it because we're talking about men that heading our legislatures, which had to do with the speaker of our country. You see, everything that we do, Mr. Sherry, it go with integrity and morality. And those that in higher position in our country, we need them to have some standard. You must say here in America, Mr. Sherry, even the people cleaning jobs they refer to, when we're doing it, the people do background check on us. Because they want to know who they employ. They want to know what type of moral value you have. They want to know that. So they're not just grabbing anybody and just can't bring them to come do those jobs. They do check on you because it's very important. But Liberia today, especially under this administration, is like breaking the laws is just come on. Abusing of power is like something that just easy. And nobody even don't have even the time for it. Like for his personal life, for me, like I say, I don't care about people's personal life. But because he's the speaker of our country and his name is circulating on social media, on the world stage, through the means of fraud, even for some of us that in the Western country, it jeopardized our stay. For some of our brothers and sisters that are here that don't have no papers, where these people are going around playing with, getting married on the falsification. Imagine for the speaker to be married to two, three different women, or even married to a relatives as they claim. These are the things that people dealing with today in America. When you're seeing the immigration problem getting so difficult in America, it's because of these type of people that abusing the people's system. That taking advantage of the people's system, not in a good way, but a bad way. And that's something that we all as a Liberian will affect. Not only Liberian, but immigrant as a whole. And if a certain speaker will have such record, it's something that meant to be talked about. Because as we go along, Mr. Sherry, we that here in the diaspora, we all here living by papers. And then if we have someone that will come here and try to falsify the people's system, it got reflection on us, especially for we that come from that part of Africa, especially from Liberia. So it's not that we want to can't take pleasure in sitting down discussing people's personal life. No, their personal life belongs to them. But as long as you are serving us, if we are your employer and we're hearing something that is not in line with the ethics of our job, we have to question those things. We have to pay attention to it because it has reflection on our nation. Because for us to have or speak of our country, Mr. Sherry, or speak of our nation, that how all these questionable situations that are going on, it should be concerning to any Liberian. Except maybe you don't love your country. But if you actually love this country, it's something that you should be worried about because it has the propensity to damage our country image. It has the propensity to give us the bad image, especially for we that in the diaspora, where people coming here in different means. And through the people immigration system, it helped them to have space within the American dream. But if that type of reflection going out, it gave us all a setback to some of our brothers and sisters that even trying to get a green card. It will give them a setback because now they will say, these people coming here, they're doing this, they're doing that. No, we can't, we're not even working on the people. Even when they apply for this in there, we'll not give them the credence because of what we're showing out there. So it's something that worrisome and it's something that should be concerning to all of us, Mr. Sherry. But like I say, I don't have to go into people personal deals, into people personal business because I don't believe in that. I believe in worry about my country and see how my country will be better off than sitting down to discuss about people personal business. But it concerning because he working for us, he living on our tax money, he surviving on our tax money. So we had to be able to caution every characters that come out in his name. We had to caution it.
Thank you so much, my brother. I want to say this. My people, when you decide to be a public official,
Yeah.
you are no longer only for you and your family. No, not only for you and your family. When you choose to be a public official, it means that everything about you must be in the public. And the public will judge your every move, how you eat, how you walk, how you sleep, who you associate with, what you say, and etc. And public officials are supposed to set a high standard.
That's true.
Once you are in the public, automatically people expect more of you.
Yeah.
They expect more of you. It almost like, take for an example, when you become a religious person, like people who maybe, for example, are imam,
Yeah.
they look at you with high regard.
I regard.
When
Yeah.
you were never an imam, people, oh my man, you're leader, man. Don't forget about that, man. You do anything, people in your time. But once you attach yourself and say, I am now an imam,
Yeah.
anything you do, the first thing people will say, what? That man, that whole imam, that whole imam. They are not judging you based on your previous life, but based on the life that you have now come up to.
Yes.
So they will judge you based on the life because they expect much from you.
Yeah.
It's just like a pastor. The time you are not pastor, nobody got time for
Nobody
you.
care.
Oh, you're leader man. But
Yeah.
immediately you became a pastor, automatically the people will start to look at you and judge you by that behavior.
Yeah.
Richard Kuhn is not just an ordinary person. He is the embodiment, he is the representation of our culture, the representation of our life, the representation of our behavior, and how we think and feel. Once you are a public official, you are not only representing your family, but you
Mm-mm.
are representing the
The
people, the
entire
public.
nation. Yeah.
And whatever you say has the propensity that people will be able to look at and judge other people by. Like, take for an example, during the war, I remember people used to call and say, Chastity rebel.
Mm-hmm.
Some people that ain't even hold gun or they
Mm-hmm.
even know how to even fire. But
Yeah.
as soon as they hear this Liberia English from a boy, say, oh, that Chastity rebel there.
Yeah.
That Chastity rebel. So what we are saying is that, like, take for example, President we are right. As soon as people hear you talking, they say, oh, that we are. As soon as they say, oh, Liberia, say, oh, that job we are people down there. Oh, that job we are people. So to see a speaker engaging in such a behavior, And this is not strange because
Yeah.
from what we saw, it's like his usual behavior.
Mm-hmm.
It's usual of him.
Yeah.
But these are people that are putting dent on our character, like you rightly said. At the end of the day, they are creating a very terrible record for Liberians.
Mm-hmm.
Our people,
In the diaspora.
terrible record for Liberians.
Yep.
And these things, whether we like it or not, one way or the other, it may affect us as a people. Also, men, it may affect them. It doesn't even represent our country. They tell men in command to be engaged in such an act, and you're comfortable. You stay writing on Facebook. I saw
On
a post from
Facebook.
Italy say that his sister,
Yeah.
that his sister. Aren't you ashamed? So it means that incest you people were practicing, even for I know it's alleged, right? It's alleged because according to the woman, she said no, I'm my brother. But you are alleging that
She's
she
your
is your
sister.
sister. So it
Right.
means that you are comfortable with incest. So
Yeah.
you see why these people they will pass anything. Oh,
Yep.
thank you. Bye bye. You see why these people they will pass anything? Now you can see why the last time there was a clip of Anthony Williams saying, "What happened to people? They want pass the Miami. What happened? They want to talk about the Miami thing. They want pass the Miami law. Why they want to talk about it?" You can now see from all indication that these people are something they are looking at, something they want to do. They are doing something
Yeah.
because if you Rachel Kunke come out to tell her that, oh yeah, that your sister, you are even making it to even look more horrible than we can
Yeah.
ever think.
Yeah.
So it means that you and your sister, y'all can meow meow. That why you trying to tell her now that y'all can practice incest in your family?
Right.
Because this woman is displaying all of the documents. She's
Mm-hmm.
not just speaking off head to say, yeah, we just talking, you're talking. She is displaying all of the documents. This is scary.
It
This is
is.
terrible and horrible. My brother, let me just turn to you so that you know you close on whatever issues that you have, and then we can call this a day.
Yeah.
Let's hear your
Thank you.
closing, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Sherry. And I want to say thank to the Liberian people. And I want to say thank to the people that in the comment section, those that share the show. I want to say thank you. And I want to say thank to you, Mr. Sherry, for taking your time every seconds, every minute, every hours. You know, more often people think that it is crazy, but that's what they call love for country. Because where we are, more often sometimes you work 16, 18 hours, you come home, you tired, but you here every day informing the Liberian people. It shows dedication. And and these are things that we should be proud of to see Liberians that are dedicated to their country betterment. You know, most people will come sometimes to criticize you, to say whatever they want to say because you support the CDC or you wear the barrel that stand for our party. But the dedication alone, it means that you are a man with substance, you are a man with integrity, you are a man that believe in what you believe in. And that alone should give us all the courage to stand up for what we believe in. None of those sycophants that run around, like here today, tomorrow, they over there, the after tomorrow, they on the other side. Life, you got to be persistent about what you believe in. And that's who you are, Mr. Sherry. And words is inadequate to say how grateful we are to you for what you do for our country. And we will keep supporting you, we'll keep standing with you until we all can come back because we know person we are coming back 2029 to be able to rectify the mess and the corrupt act that Joseph Boakai and his government carry on in our country. But thank you for the time and thank you for all you do, Mr. Sherry. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you know this will not be the first, the last, but this is your platform already. You already know.
Yes, sir.
This is your platform. Whenever, you know, join us and let's do it together. Thank you for all that you do. On
Thank
this
you.
note, we want to say bye to all of you and want to appreciate all of you who comment, who share, and you did everything, to ensure that we are here. Join us on the Kings FM as we bring you other information. So just follow us on on Kings FM, and let's have a wonderful time there. Thank you so much, and bye from our end.